Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
Cool lakes by the southern, my rose in the summer.
What started as two brothers making music together for fun has grown into a full-fledged band. Based in Porterville, California, Purple Pops has evolved from jam sessions in their room to performing and writing their own music.
The name Purple Pops kind of started as like, look, I just knew I wanted like something in the name to be like kind of iconic, but kind of something that you don't hear. I always wanted to start a band, so that's when we came up with the name. And then my brother Josh, he was like playing guitar at the time. He was getting pretty good. So yeah, we all just started making music together.
I want to say when I was like in middle school, my brother started the band, and we would just play shows and practice at the church for a long period of time until like I want to say I graduated out of high school. And then ever since then we've just been playing shows and having fun, honestly. I remember one time out of cross country practice, my homie Ethan came to our house, and I showed him my dad's guitar. He just started playing like just a bunch of things, and that's when I realized he was like a really good musician.
A long time ago, Josh said that they got some other guitarists to play for them at a random show. I said, why don't you just ask me? And then they had another show, and then he asked me, and so I guess I've kind of just been riding the wave ever since then.
When Ethan joined the band, he kind of introduced us to like playing like a bunch of metal bands that I never really heard of. They're playing a bunch of like Black Sabbath songs and like Megadeth songs, and they were like super hard to play. So I was a beginner musician, and I only really knew like the 4 basic chords.
Purple Pops started off playing cover songs before they transitioned into creating and performing their own music.
We started out playing covers, which I thought was sick because I kind of started just writing tunes, and I always just wanted to make original music. So we recently released an album last year, and that was like our first body of work, like our full body of work, like 10 songs.
This is an original. This song's called Kickflip.
My brother's a really good sound engineer, and he's been producing for about like 8-10 years. So we all just record our parts individually with the help of the sound tech and stuff. I want to say what inspires the music we make is solely based off of our musicianship and how we like to craft a song.
Well, it's crazy because our first gig was pretty much on TV. Like this was the craziest thing because we played together. Like we had a backyard show, and I was playing drums, and Josh was on guitar, and Pri was on guitar. But like when Ray joined the band, like our first gig actually together was on Great Day.
Purple Pops' debut as a band was a unique experience, having made their first ever appearance as a band, performing on live television on the news channel Great Day back in fall of 2022.
It was just nerve-wracking for sure, but I think it was like very memorable, and I think it was like a sign at the times, like this is a sign that this shit's gonna go crazy.
One of the biggest challenges for Purple Pops has always been finding time to practice. With each member juggling their own schedules between school and personal commitments, it's not always easy to get everyone in the same room.
Especially right now that I live in Fresno. We used to practice all the time during the week, but now I can only practice like a few days on the weekend as if we're doing more shows than we're doing practices. I think that's our biggest issue.
Despite the challenges of coordinating their busy lives, Purple Pops remains committed in their music and to each other. With big goals and even bigger dreams, they're determined to make it work, one practice, one song, and one performance at a time.
I want to play at the Roxy in 5 years, and I think by that time we'll be ready to have the best shows of our lives.
The songs that we write, the tunes that we make, the stage presence is like all there. And I think now we're actually at the point where it's like, okay, but the next step is actually to be what we want to be. And I think all of us would agree that that next step is kind of like what people know the name Purple Pops everywhere in the world.